Good morning, everybody. Today I am going to play through Mega Man X1. Last night I went completely through Mega Man X2, and yeah, I guess I'll give my thoughts on this game too and play through it. I don't know how many people are going to watch this, but those of you who don't have anything to do this cold Saturday morning, feel free to hop in and join me. Let's get started. Mega Man X1. X, just regular X. This is not a game I grew up with. This is not a game I mean, I kind of played it when I was younger, but I didn't own it. I kept borrowing it from my brother's older friend later in the 90s. Like, I was really little, and I don't know, maybe I was too little for this one, but I never owned this game, and I just didn't go back to it very much. I don't know why. Just maybe because you don't start with the dash or something, but yeah, this game's this is a very innovative game for its day. Just a lot of guys grew up with this one, and this one is not mine, but I can see why people would like it a lot. The intro starts with a frantic, dramatic sound. I think it might have been cool if they put like fires in the background, you know, like buildings on fire and stuff. That would have made it look really, really, really dramatic. You know, like, I mean, I know the SNES can't probably handle as much stuff as like other ones, you know, later consoles can, but not really. There's no like cars or any like animation in the background. It's just a flat background. It doesn't even really look like much is destroyed. It's gritty and stuff, but they, you know, if they could have, I would have put like some buildings on fire and things, because it's supposed to be really like dramatic, you know. I don't know. I do like the dark. This game really, just right from the get-go, it's going for that dark feel with the tile sets having a darker tone to them, more unsaturated tone, the dark green, the gray, you know. It's sticking with its dark theme, and I like it. A lot of green in this game. Mega Man games don't usually use much green. Green is not a common color, but this game seems to really revel in it. The green. Sigma being green. It's not easy being green, man. Hopefully I can get some people joining me in this stream so I don't have to talk to myself the whole time. Should I, well... It's hard to talk at the same time and co-comment with somebody, you know? Maybe I'll bring Fire on if I start running out of things to say, because it might be better to have him to talk to, because I can get, I don't know, it'd be pretty boring. I had so much to say about X2 yesterday. I was just gabbing out my ass. You know, I could not stop talking about it, because I knew a lot about it and grew up. Hey man, hey Fire. How's it going, dude? It's really cold out today, and I want to stream this game and talk about it, and you know what, man? I was thinking if, maybe, I know yesterday I was, like, talking, and I had trouble with the volume yesterday on your side. I don't know if it's, I don't know. But, I guess if you could jump in if your volume works well and we could just talk, because I'm kind of tired today, but, we'll see. If you want to, that is. If you have your internet working. Well, you do, you must have it working if you're watching this. Boba Fett, man, the first boss. God, they clearly got inspiration from Boba Fett for this, didn't they? I love how dramatic this music is. God, this game starts off good. You worthless piece of shit. Did you think you could defeat me? What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me dead. Who's gonna save me? Oh, Zero! Zero! Before he gets his saber, looks like Sonic the Hedgehog there, doesn't he? A little bit with that like pointy thing. I'll head home and jump on my commentary if it's still open. Yeah, if you want to jump on, man, I guess you can. I don't have a lot to say. Like I said, this game I haven't played this as much, but you can talk and I'll just play if you want to when we're playing this, and this would be more of a chill playthrough compared to last night's one. Scout ahead and see what I can find out. See you laters! I know you can do it. I believe in you, man. I believe in you, bro. Don't let me down, little brother. Don't let me down. Look at these little Mets on the screen. We only have a 12-digit password as opposed to a 16 one. I wonder why they decided to go with 16 in later games. It's interesting. Yeah. Do 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 do. God, I love the stage music. Stage. I think you can see where they're from, the buildings and stuff. One thing that really surprised me when this game came out was how you don't have the name of the Robot Master or Maverick, whatever. You don't have his name written beneath it. We just see Storm Eagle's grimacing face. We have to look there to see what he looks like. 8 feet tall. Holy shit, is he big? 275 pounds. That's pretty lightweight for a robot, but 8 feet. That's like he couldn't fit in my I don't know if he could barely fit in my garage. Armor Armadillo is only 6. Oh, he's shorter. He's a short boy. But still, 6 feet tall is pretty tall, man. That's bigger than that's like Michael Jordan's height right there. Launch Octopus, 7 feet. Yeah, it's supposed to be intimidating, isn't it? How big is Flame Mammoth? 10 feet, 700 something pounds. Boomer Quanger looks like the devil, doesn't he? I always thought he looked like Satan with those bull horns and shit and the red face. Deadlifting. 5'8", he's lightweight, only 169. 10 feet tall. Holy shit, that's big. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about. I guess it's okay to have a bigger face and not have the title. But you know who we're gonna do first? We're gonna do Flame Mammoth first. We're not gonna do Chill Penguin. I'm gonna break the code and play a different guy. Let me know when you get Backfire, and yeah, you can join in the commentary, dude. I'll see. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't work again, I'll just stop it getting in. But I guess it'd be nice to have somebody else to talk to. I don't have as much to say. I like the level design. This game has amazing music. The music in this game is excellent. I mean, it's better than X2. Anyone who tells you otherwise is wrong. This is by far the best music of the 3 X games, on the Super Nintendo. By far the best, in my opinion. It is a fact. It's just well-composed music. I love Flame Mammoth's song. This is probably one of my favorite. This is maybe my favorite music in the whole game. This so dramatic and epic. It's like the end of the world is coming, man. The end of the world. Hey, Chris. Mega Man X is a drama queen, drama king. He's like the most dramatic character in the whole franchise. He's like, do you realize what you're doing? How can this possibly be? Oh no! I'm having to kill these guys. These miners. They look like, what do they look like? I gotta give them a mustache and a beard. Stereotypical of, people who work in construction. Kind of like fat, chubby guys, you know? And I like how they laugh when they hit you with their little pickaxe. That's a nice touch. You know, like, ha ha ha! I want to see that again. That's nice, man. Little details like that are what make this game so memorable. Can I see the heart? Oh yeah, I can see it, but you can't get it. I can't remember if the fire kills you in one hit in this game. I don't think it does. Maybe it does? It's weird, man. A lot of grays and blues in this game. It's a lot less colorful than the previous classic games. It's still colorful, but it's not... Kind of reminds me of like a Contra game or like a Gradius game. It's got that gray... I think it's the least colorful of all the X games, actually, I think. It's definitely more gritty. And the sound effects have more of a bing, 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 a higher noise to them. Kind of, I think. I like the way they sound. They echo a little bit better. It's weird. I'm not sure if a woman composed this music or not. I know a woman composed the one in X2, but I don't know if it was a female who composed this one. You never hear about the musicians in these games. You hear about, like, Yuzo Koshiro in, like, the Streets of Rage games, and you hear about Koji Kondo in the Mario games, but I don't know, they don't really talk about the Mega Man composers that much. Despite the music being really awesome, we just don't hear about their names. In fact, I can't even remember the guy who composed Rockman 2, or what his name was. Like, I forget. Average X is crying and not complaining. It's like, ah, man, look at me. The one thing I don't like about this game, and it's not surprising as it's the first one, is, yeah, you don't start with the dash, and that's pretty hard. Like, their mobility is pretty weak, so I'm going to try to take this big guy on, and I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me if I can beat him, because he's huge and I'm not, and yeah, we can't really get out of the way. Yeah, this one should be, oh, look at that. Look, he's even... Just don't run at me and beat me up, please. Don't beat me up. Yeah, just keep doing that. Keep, yeah, shit. Not as aggressive as the X3 guys, but they're still kind of aggressive, you know? Yeah, I'm not doing Chill Penguin first because I just don't want to do it, guys. I don't want to follow the norm. I want to try something else. Plus, I want to use Chill Penguin's weakness on him. I want to, like, burn him to death with the fire. I think that's pretty fun. And this guy isn't as hard as a lot of the other ones, but he's... I mean, he's not a pushover, but he's... I'd say he's like the middle-of-the-road Maverick. Not the hardest, not the easiest, just a normal one. I mean, he's kind of... Fuck. Oh. Oh, no! One thing that... Shit. Boy, he's gonna kill me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I gotta focus, man. I don't want to lose this to I don't want to die to this guy. Oh no, oh no. No, don't kill me. Stop killing me. Stop killing me. Ah, there we go. I like how fast the robots die in this game. I like how quickly they die. Like in the X2 and X3, they're like really slow, but this one they go quickly, which is nice. Yeah. First guy down, man. The biggest guy going down first. You get Fire Wave. This weapon's awesome. X1 is one of the only games where the Robot Master weapons are actually good in the whole X series. Like, in the later ones, they're just not very good, you know. Yeah, look at that. He's dead. They don't black out the portrait, which is odd. They still show his face. I don't know why they do that. I would have liked it if they just completely, like, you know, grayed him out. Instead, it looks like he's still on the screen. You know, he's darker. Like, I don't know how I feel about that, but, alright, we're gonna take the Penguinigator on next because, yeah, now I have his weakness. I can burn his little penguin ass to death. Roast penguin. Look at this fire weapon. I love this weapon. Before Wave Burner was Wave Burner, we had this fire wave. Shame on you, Capcom, for reusing this weapon. Kill some little bunny rabbits. But yeah, I don't know. You know, my problem with the X games is that they ditched the weapons later on in favor of making it a fashion show with your arm cannon. You know, like X2 and onward, there really isn't that much of a purpose to using the weapons that you get from all the Robot Masters. Like, there's no real reason to do it, you know? You're just... It's like, what's the point when your arm cannon the X-Buster is so strong? I just don't like it. Oh yeah, one thing I do like about the X games, though, again, there's good things and bad things. I like that you don't need that stupid... Whatever that item is that refills your energy, like, with your just, like, in regular form. I think it's called the Energy Balancer. I don't know, I can't remember, but I like that you don't have to switch weapons. I'm glad they implemented that. I don't know why the hell Mega Man 9 in the later games made you buy that again. Like, that, you shouldn't have to buy something like that. It should just come with the game, you know? This game got a lot of things right from the get-go that classic games kept reverting back to, and it's just stupid, you know? Yeah, this music's awesome, Chris, I agree. It's awesome, the music. God, look, I love this. So dramatic. I gave you the ability to choose your own path in life, X. The world would allow you to be a peaceful one. A new Superman. I mean, I can see why people fans really just like this game is so beloved to them. It's dramatic. It's a dramatic game, people. Compared to 2 and 3, it's dramatic. You're this little blue guy who gets the shit beat out of him in the beginning, and you want to get stronger and upgrade yourself. I mean, he's a machine, so whatever. He can get programming or whatever, and yeah. I could see the developers didn't know how to, like, they didn't want to take too much time putting little, like, sprites of, like, little arms and things to put the boots on him. They didn't really show him swapping out, just a laser beam hits him. But yeah, this dash, man, wow, look at this novel concept they had, dashing in this game. This just makes the game, this is a completely different game now. Like, we went from a game that was sluggish, now all of a sudden it's a fast game, and the game's completely different. It's what you do, man. It's what you do for a game. Another thing is the slide, dashing makes more sense than sliding in this game. Like, I can see how X's boots propel him forward, because you know, he, like, burners come out of his speed burners come out of his boots when he, like, lurches himself forward. You know, like, that makes sense. Like, his boots have, like, speed. Whereas sliding in the, doesn't really make sense. Like, how does classic Rockman propel himself forward by going feet first instead of feet behind? And they just kept it in for tradition, but I think Capcom realized that dashing makes a lot more sense than sliding. I just like dashing. It looks a little bit stronger. It's like you move quicker. There is no debate. They're a different robot. I guess. I don't know. Capcom didn't know where they were going when they first made this. Instead of calling it Mega Man 7, they just called it Mega Man X. So I don't know if they were intending to do that or not. It's just a lore thing that they made up later on. To me, Mega Man is always Mega Man, you know? I guess Zero is different, but he's blue, he runs around, he shoots things. He's like an upgraded Mario or whatever. He looks the same, even though Zero was originally going to be the original guy. Yeah, I love Birdie them. Like his face, he just gets thrown back, Chill Penguin Birdie him. Most people never get to see this, because they never go... They fight this guy, They fight him first. Oh, wow, he actually kicked my ass. Yeah, Eve adds momentum. Wow, Chill Penguin kicked my ass. You know, actually, I think Chill Penguin's a little harder than the Mammoth. I think he's actually stronger. At least, I mean, he actually managed to wound me there. Like, he's not a pushover. Even though he's a little dude, he's actually a little tougher. Woo! Jump over his head. Woo! Over here! Alright, just burn it. Yeah, he's actually not... I don't think he's much harder to fight with just the Buster, like, because you have a longer range, but, well, I'm doing things differently this time. Yeah, the air dash helped out X2 a lot, but no, this game is... I can see why people say this game is their favorite X game. I can understand. It's amazing. You know, it innovated a lot. That's important, man. Copying somebody's work is not that hard to do. X2 did not have a very hard job. This game did. I like how they show the armor part that you get to when you get armor. Again, nice little touch. Who should I take on next? Who should I fight next, guys? I want you guys to tell me who to fight next. Should we fight Boomer Kuwanger next? Let's be different, man. Let's be different and fight the devil. Let's fight Satan. It looks like Satan, doesn't he? Looks like the devil. Like he's got the horns and the red armor. Boom, 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 boom. What is this guy in? Is this an oil rig that we're in? I think this is I think Boomer Kuwanger's in an oil rig, but I'm not certain. I don't know what a beetle would be doing in an oil rig, but... Yeah, this music's great. God, this fire weapon is awesome. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the Chill Penguin's weapon. It's pretty trashy. Fire and ice, man. Gotta love it. Did these spikes kill me in one hit? I don't know, and I don't want to find out because I have no lives left. A lot of horns used for the musical instruments in this. Yeah, something fun about climbing the tower. I like towers. Yeah, let me know when you get home, Fire, so you can jump on, man. I'd like you to add your 2 cents to this stream live, because like I said, I don't have as much to say about this game as I do with X2, where I wouldn't shut the hell up yesterday. I kept going on talking and talking. I'm not as close to this game. But yeah, the music's awesome. What else is there for me to say, man? This game's amazing. Like, it did a lot for the franchise. Maybe the shotgun ice is not bad. It's a shotgun, man. I own a shotgun. I hunt with a shotgun in real life, actually. Nobody in my family hunts, but I do, or I used to, at least. Who needs a shotgun when you have an arm cannon? Like, I kind of think Axel, I know what they're trying to do by personifying him, but I think he does look a little stupid with pistols. I mean, why do you need pistols when you have an arm cannon? Get an arm cannon, you know? Like, you could put any weapon you want in it. This always impressed me as a kid, seeing this little tower, these like background details of these generators. Like, it really looks. I like the atmosphere of this game. This game definitely has the best atmosphere of the X games. It's really atmospheric and like it's got that dark, ominous feel to it. You know. I'm not gonna beat this guy. I don't have enough health, and I came in. There wasn't any 1-ups in the level. Kind of a pain. And this guy, the devil's a pain in the ass. Like, look at this. He just comes charged. He's like the X3 guys, Boomer Kuwanger. He definitely is like the X3 guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break from this because I couldn't beat him. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Just give me like 1 minute here. Alright, I'm back, boys and girls. I'm back and ready to kick some ass. I got my ass kicked by the devil last time, so who should I fight, guys? Tell me, who's an easier guy to fight? All you nerds of this game who've known it really well. I guess I could go fight the monkey Mandrill. Let's monkey see, monkey do, why don't we? Spark Mandrill. What is a mandrill? Have you ever even heard of that word? I've never heard of a mandrill. I don't know why they just don't call him gorilla or whatever. A lot of people really love this guy's music, and I agree, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good theme. But it sounds like the song Danger's On, Danger's On. Danger's On. I'm guessing that's where they got inspiration for this song from. I'll be honest, I don't like this song as much as Flame Mammoth's song. I like his a little bit better. I think the guitars are a little too high-pitched in this one. But it's still a great song if you like hard rock, I suppose. Just not my favorite song. What is your guys' favorite theme in this game? You like Boomer Kuwanger's theme, somebody said? I said I like Flame Mammoth. What do you guys like? Come on, burn, burn, burn down. This boss is a big pain in the ass. This is what keeps people from doing this guy's stage second after the Penguin, because they can't get through this guy, and yeah, he is pretty tough. He is a pain in the ass. I like these generators in the back, though. I like the graphics in this game. Or, like I said, I like the little attention to detail. A lot of background layers. Not as good as X2's, but still pretty good, you know. Oh, fuck. A lot of enemies in this level, too. A lot of enemies. I do find this game to be a lot harder than, or not a lot harder, but it's significantly harder, I think, than the second game. I think if you pick the wrong guy in this game, you're in for a lot of trouble. Like, a lot of these Mavericks are pretty tough. They're not as easy as the second games. I don't think they are. They were ahead of their time. I wouldn't say they were ahead of their time, but they were with the times when they made this, which was good. They didn't go back and, you know, make them. I mean, well, they did actually. They made the Wily Wars, but it's still 8 guys. It's still a fortress, so I wouldn't say they were ahead of it, but they evolved it the way they should. It was evolved in an excellent way, you know. I think I would have liked to have seen more levels in the game. I think 12 or 13. It's not very many levels for a Super Nintendo game. It's okay, you know. Would have been nice to have also had saved games in this. Like, passwords are fine, but we're on the Super Nintendo, guys. Like, come on, give me save games. Yeah, the Monkey Boy. This guy is really tough if you don't have his. If you don't give him his bad case of, like, look at that dash right there. I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of the way from that. If you don't use his weakness, can we beat him without it? Shit. You have to, like, hit a charge shot when he does that. Otherwise, you don't hurt him. And he's really fast, and he's, like, big and fast. He is pretty tough. I guess you just gotta get the rhythm right. Boom! Yeah, I didn't even need to use his weakness. Spark Mandrill. Mandrill. I also like that they have a fire, ice, and an electric theme boss in this game. You got all the little elements, man. Good weapon. Thunderball. Storm Eagle should be next. Yeah, he's pretty easy. Of all these 8 assholes, I'm gonna say Boomer Kuwanger, the Octopus, the Chameleon, and that Armadillo guy are like 4 of the hard guys, and then the easy guys are, I think Storm Eagle's pretty easy. But I'm gonna let the Eagle live for a while. Let's fight Armored Armadillo. I don't know why he'd want to get hit with electricity, as that's his weakness, but they got to give themselves shows. Hey, son. Danganronpa? I love the way this level begins. You're on this little bike thingy. This is fun. It's actually enjoyable, you know. I like that. I like that. They added fast-paced gimmicks in this. Didn't see that much in X5 and X6, did ya? Or X4, any of those games, man? Instead, you start those games... Wait a minute. Yeah, they even give you a free E-Tank really easy. That's nice. I love this bulldozer guy. Yeah, this guy's... Again, all the stages in this game are awesome. There's no stage I dislike. I don't dislike any stage in this game. I think they're all awesome. They're all fun to play. They all look good. They all play good. Yeah, that'd be nice if they made a Mega Man... Well, they do have a Mega Man X Maker, but it's kind of, nobody's really using it anymore, and the server's dead. I like the Mega Man X Maker. I feel like going back and making some more Mega Man X levels. Like, they're pretty fun in 8-bit. There's something about playing 8-bit X games that are really entertaining. The music sounds fun, and the backgrounds have more detail. I don't know why the classic series just wouldn't take tropes from the X games. I mean, there's so many good tropes this game added. It's like, come on, guys. Mega Man 8, 9, 10, 11 feels so bare bones compared to these games. I love the classic games. They'll always be my favorite, don't get me wrong, but because the characters are charming, but the gameplay elements in X are pretty good. They should have been incorporated into a Mega Man 11. No excuses on that, folks. You wish there was an editor with gimmicks from the X 1 through 6? Yeah, in 16-bit format, man. Oh, that would take a long time to do. 16-bit Mega Man X Maker. Another awesome thing about this game that we didn't see, and, well, it should, is we have slopes in Mega Man X. Slopes. That's important, man. I'm hoping that Mega Man Maker will add slopes in it, and that would be such a game changer if it did. But, man, would it be nice to have slopes in the game. I love this big pit here. God, they really, again, memorable levels. This game has the most memorable, very memorable levels, man. A nice background, that waterfall out there, and the little thing. I love that. Do 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 do. Nice jazzy swing music. Oh yeah. Armored Armadillo. When I was a little kid, I didn't even know what an armadillo was. A lot of kids probably don't even know what's an armadillo. Capcom came up with such exquisite names. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to fight this guy with just Buster only. It's just too big of a pain in the ass. Like, he takes forever. I can't do it. Some of these guys you just don't want to deal with. He's the Crystal Snail of X1. Crystal Snail, yeah. Oy. What fan games do you guys want me to play? Like, I want to go through the 3 X games, but then I think I'm going to do some fan games. And there's something really refreshing about playing a 16-bit game, too. It has more of a refreshing feel. Alright, we'll do the Eagle next. Even though I don't think I have his weakness, he's a pushover. Storm Eagle. Storm Owl. Oh yeah. God, yeah, this music. Let's just listen to this music. I don't even want to talk. God, those guitar riffs are just something out of the world, man. Fucking love this music. Such good things. Oh, you ready, Fire? Okay, man. Let me get up to this top of this airport thing, and then I'll have you join in. Airport 101. Oh God, it's so good. Look at this. Look at this, man. So good. This little radio tower, how you can break in here and, like, you get an E-tank up here. Great, I love the design, man. This is excellent design. If only they gave you the dash from the beginning, this would easily be better. This would definitely be the best X game. Alright, I'm gonna have Fire Sawdust join, guys, so just bear with me here. Hey, Fire, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me, Fire?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, hey, I'm gonna share the screen here. You know, if you can see it here.
Yeah, I use my laptop because I feel like my head Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. What weapon do I have equipped?
The flame Mamba.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. All right. I think it sounds okay on my end. Everything sound okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds okay with me. I think the reason I can see your screen this time because there's an app or something like that, so like I can actually see your gameplay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what was up with the volume yesterday, but if it sounds good, dude, it is good.
Yeah, it might have been my phone or something because I use my laptop and it sounds just fine here. So I might just make sure I use my laptop join on commentary.
Right. Oh, this game's awesome, isn't it, man?
Yeah, man. Honestly, when I first saw Mega Man X, like, I was like blown away. Like, I was literally begging my mom to get the game because like it was back during the time. I think I was like 6 years old when like this actually happened after I first saw Mega Man 2 for the first time on YouTube. I saw Mega Man X and Super Mario World. And I was like begging my mom to get the game because of how impressive the graphics look. It looked so fun.
For a Super Nintendo game, yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, this like I'm not sure I'll say it, but this game is like probably like 10 times better than Mega Man X7 because like even though like Mega Man 7 came out after this game, like the graphics are just like out the window.
Yeah, they're nice. I can see. I mean, compared to X3, they're better. I'd say like there's more detail and like, the first two X games I think have a lot. The levels look better. There's more detail in them. They put more work into the games. You know, you can tell there's more work put into them.
Yeah, that's kind of one reason why I like X1, X2 probably the most because like XP tried to like improve on like the open level design because like if you look at Storm Eagle stage, right, the way how you have a mix of like wall climbing and some platforming, and like X2 sort of like did that in some instances. Like X3 tried to do that, but it didn't. It's probably like one of the worst ways ever, and it just overall is a slow game.
I mean, there's wall climbing in this game, and there was in the second game too, but it's not as much. I notice. I mean, when I play X3, I'm gonna stream X3. People will notice the amount of wall climbing there is in it with enemies, and
yeah,
I don't know. I don't like it. It's just more stuff. But this is like I like the platforming a lot more in this game.
Yeah,
Actually,
this game has more emphasis on like I like how you said when you said dramatic or something like that, like how you have to like go 1 minute from wall climbing to just like moving linearly, which I think is pretty neat.
Yeah.
And that's what they call it in platformers.
Wow. Oh, look at this.
Oh, you're getting ready to the best part of this level. The airstrip.
I love how the bosses are in this game. How you like they have a little story, just like X2. They you know, well, this game did it first, but you have it's not just walking into a boss room and then having the guy just drop down. It's like fighting him on a ship. Like, this is how I wish more bosses would be in these games. I wish you'd have, like,
I know, right?
stuff to do. Like, I don't know, Turbo Man in Mega Man 7, he's just in a room. Like, why not fight him on a racetrack or something, you know? Like, why not do something cool and innovative like this, like Storm Eagle does, where you're on, like, a ship fighting him? That's cool.
Yeah. Because the way I look at it is that, like, X, like, kind of goes into the ship, but then Storm Eagle just kind of blows, like, the ship away. And, like, I think now the ship is crashing. Or, no, I think it's still rising.
It's rising, but did he... So, who blew that thing up? Did X plant a bomb in there and blow it up, or did Storm Eagle decide to, like, blow X up in there? I don't know what happened, like, what the story is behind that.
I mean, my best interpretation is that X got inside like a closed room with Storm Eagle, and he realized, oh my god, like this is probably like not the best environment to fight Storm Eagle. So let's make some space by blowing this top portion off, so that way I have more room to fight him.
Huh? Maybe he shot some control or something in there, and he detonated the top. Oh yeah, now it's going down. After you beat him, you can see the ship descending. Ah, nice little detail.
Yeah.
It's gonna blow up and hit the. Wow, that's cool.
You know, fun fact, my first time fighting Storm Eagle, I actually struggled because I kept dying. Because it took me a while to figure out that you're supposed to keep dashing whenever he like does that move where he starts like kind of like sliding you off the edge. But I would always just keep walking and jumping, and I could just never figure out how to like get past that one move, and I'll just keep dying.
Yeah, if you don't have the dash, again, you're gonna have trouble with that. Like, I mean, I think you could beat him, but it's gonna be very easy to get blown off the side of the screen.
Yeah, and I think that's where Sky Skiver from Mega Man X5 got the idea from, because like Sky Skiver is like Storm Eagle but cranked up to 1,000. Like he can knock you off the edge pretty easily.
I'm gonna take on Sting Chameleon next. I don't know if this is a very good idea. I can get his armor, but he's not an easy god. The bosses in this game are I would say they're harder than X2. I don't know what you think. You think they're easier or harder or about the same?
Yeah. I find it's kind of mixed. Like I find like Sport Mandrill, Sting Chameleon, Armadillo to be kind of and Flame Mammoth to be kind of like tougher than the next two bosses. But like Chill Penguin and I guess Storm Eagle is kind of hard if you don't have the dash. But oh no, like I kind of find it to be around the same difficulty. This really depends.
Yeah,
like,
I guess
to me, like I the next two bosses, but then as I kept like playing the game, I just got better at fighting them.
This guy was actually supposed to be Vile, a rival to Mega Man X, but they decided to just make him a mini-boss, this green guy in Sting Chameleon's level.
Oh yeah.
You can get the armor. He's supposed to be a sumo wrestler, RJ something 55 or something. Yeah, I can see why they made Boba Fett the kind of rival of X, because he looks a little more like a regular human than this guy does. This guy's just kind of a fat... I don't know, I can see why they didn't think he'd be a very good villain, but yeah, he was originally supposed to be have a much bigger role, this guy.
You know,
Otto.
like stereotypical anime, right? Like anime, like I'm not sure how to say it, but like there's like guys in anime that are like really fat, but they're ridiculously strong, and they're either the bad guy or rival. Because
Yeah.
like I kind of think back to this anime I watched called Hunter x Hunter, and like there was this guy that was really mean, but he was really fat, and like Japanese anime have this thing with making fat people strong.
Huh.
Or tough people strong.
Well, he's a sumo wrestler. I think that's what they wanted this guy to be like. Kind of he's got that... I read on the wiki, the Mega Man wiki, that he was originally supposed to be a sumo wrestler.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, I think it's
Go ahead.
good. I like how they made him into. I think they did the right thing to make him into a mini boss instead of making him a main character.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I just realized how much like the future X games borrow from like these games, with like this guy being very similar to Double and then X4. You like notice that pattern, and then yeah, I can't remember like all the references off the top of my head, but I think in X4 they start pulling references or Easter eggs.
He kind of looks like Otto, actually, from Mega Man 7 and 8. Like, he kind of the guy a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I find Sting Chameleon stage probably like the most boring out of the other ones because, like, I like Chill Penguin stage, Armadillo stage, and really all the levels because, like, you feel like you actually are doing something in their levels. Whereas this stage is kind of just like, just your standard, like, forest level.
Yeah, it's not that innovative, is it? Like, why are we going through mines and in a rock? Shouldn't we be, like, in a forest, like, climbing trees, you know? A little weird, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I wish this level had did more, is I wish there was, like, more water in this level. Like, someone's actually making a ROM hack to this game called, I think it's called Green Biker Dude or something like that. And, like, they actually put water in this stage.
Well, they're
And,
actually...
like, even though the level... Go ahead.
I mean, there was, but I didn't do the octopus first, so it's... But there really isn't that much water, even when you do beat the octopus. There's only like a little bit. I guess I'll come back to it, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish there was like more water in this stage. Like, I wish there was like kind of a little more of a water section, because like you can kind of tell this is meant to be some sort of swamp. So imagine like for a moment you have to like go underneath. You have to like not go underneath water, but there's like a little bit of a water puddle and some enemies there.
yeah.
But that little thing would make this level a little more interesting.
I do like that they let you use the ride armor a little longer in this level. A lot of times you get the ride armor and you just have to like ditch it quickly. It's nice that you get to have it here and kill guys with it. Like, this is how it should be. You should get to have a lot of it. But yeah, it is kind of a flat level. It doesn't really have a lot. Like, there's not much verticality for a forest level. You'd think it should be more like a vertical, like Woodman. Well, what's a good... Like Crash Man. You know how Crash Man was climbing up trees and stuff? Or like trees, like towers and things? Like, wouldn't it have been cooler if you, like, for Sting Chameleon, if you had to go up, like, in Boomer Kuwanger's level, up a tree? Instead, you're just going through a flat level that doesn't really... It's got a forest background, but... I know what how you're saying about it, though. I can see.
Yeah, and honestly, I found this level to be kind of similar to Plantman stage in Mega Man 6. Like, I think... Didn't Mega Man 6 come after this game came out?
It came out the same time, I think, in Japan. The exact same time.
Yeah, because, like, if you look at this stage and compare it to Plantman stage from Mega Man 6, you can know there's a lot of similarities.
Just a second.
Like, with the little, like, swamp aspect. Oh, I guess you're fighting the boss right now.
I just gotta get some water here.
Oh.
I need to drink of water.
Honestly, I don't find Sting Chameleon be that bad to fight. Like, after you, like, get sort of his pattern down, he's not really that bad.
Yeah, he's not too tough. He doesn't like try to run into you like a lot of the other guys do. He just kind of jumps around, and as long as you know where he is in the screen and you kind of avoid him, I guess he's not terribly tough.
Yeah, he just likes to hang out a lot.
He does take a while to beat, though, if you don't have his weakness. Like any of them, they all take a long time.
Yeah, because I remember trying to find Buster only, and like, I know the goal is to kind of like stay away from him, but like shoot from a range. That way you have to worry about his little tonk attack.
Yeah.
For some reason, I find like using his weakness to be a little bit worse than using the actual Buster, or at least the arm part, because like if you use his weakness, like you kind of like run a risk of him bumping into you, and like it's really easy to get reckless when you use his weakness.
Yeah, it's a little awkward to throw the boomerang up at him. It's kind of... You have to kind of stand in a certain way, I guess. He's supposed to be the Magna Centipede of the second game. They're kind of similar, and they go to the wall, and they disappear. You know, each guy... Well, X2, I guess, would be the one that copied X1, but, like, Crystal Snail's kind of like the Armored Armadillo. This guy's like Magna Centipede.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess Overdrive Ostrich is like Boomer Kuwanger. I don't know.
Yeah, they always say, man, you want to copy off the game that's the masterpiece.
It's what they do, though. They just improve upon something that's already done, you know? Like, they just take this game and then start trying to, like, make little tweaks to it and stuff. But, Chameleon Sting. I like how it shows the armor that you got in the little sleeve. Like, X2 does it, too. I think that's nice, though, they do that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Oh, I guess the reason why X2 doesn't really do it because of CG and probably because of RAM. But, yeah, that's one thing I really like about X2, like, specifically, is, like, seeing, like, the, like, X's pose in, like, whichever armor parts you have, and then, like, seeing that color change. Yeah, that's what I really like about X2. X1 does it, too, but it's not really as interesting as X2's.
Yeah. Launch octopus.
You
can't jump on water in this game, can you? No, you can't. Maybe you can. I don't know.
My biggest regret with Launch Octopus stage are the mini bosses, or at least the little submarine ones, because like I can get through the first one just fine, but then the second one you have to like do it above spikes and like. Like each time like he does that move, he sucks you in and pushes you away. Like it always catches me off guard. Then they're like reacting time, but usually by the time I react, I'm already dead.
I like this level, man. I like that there's a lot of mini bosses. I think that's fun. I like how you like go down into the water. It's like Bubble Crab stage. I like how you go down into this ocean. You know, a proper water level. Like every game needs a proper water level in it. The music is probably the weakest of all the X guys. I think. I don't really think this guy's level's got as good as music. It's not bad. It's just maybe a little bit weaker.
Yeah. I see what you mean, Chris. I got you. Honestly, like, I wish I can like point out specifics of what I like about a track, because like, I mean, the only reason I can actually point out like the melody or the bass or like the lead of the songs, because I started studying a little bit of music theory. So if you were to ask me what's my favorite track, and that should be the point the things out. But beforehand, like, I can only say, well, the track is good. It's a banger.
Oh shit! Gotta be careful. I like the background there with the water, the little seaweed and stuff. They did a they did a shoot. This guy's tough.
I kind of like the shader effect they're doing here. Like, you know, if you pay attention, like, you notice how the seaweed kind of like wiggles and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's some sort of like shader effect.
I don't know what this guy's weak to. Shoo, he's tough. Yeah, this guy is this red mini boss is tough.
Yeah, it always catch me off guard. Like I usually use Storm Eagle's weapon to kind of like kill him a little faster. Or some people use actually no, I don't think you can use Flame Melee weapon on here, but
no, it doesn't work. I don't know what he's weak to. I don't know the boss weaknesses in X. Oh, well, there you go. Weak to Armored Armadillo's weapon. I don't know the mini boss weaknesses. I know the regular boss ones, but
yeah, Caleb Hart was able to use weaknesses in like the mini bosses. And like, how can you tell if this like does more damage or not? Because I don't have health bars.
Oh, look at the levels. Isn't this nice, man? Look at how much like little detail is in the background and you can go upward. I wish regular classic Mega Man levels like Mega Man Maker, they would do more levels like this. Like people would make these kinds of levels because they're really nice to have like open design like this. You know what I mean? Like it's just
and just the amount of details, like this, like seeing how I think you're at some sort of submarine, not submarine. You're at some sort of harbor port. Like you look at all like the capsules in the background, like the little like structures above the water. Yeah, I think you're at a harbor or something like that.
Yeah, but you're in his base, like you're in his territory now. You can see like you're in we got this Japanese fish thing. That's so really oh shit! Oh, almost died. Like you're in the guy's base though. Like you can see like how you kind of in the beginning you were just going down into the ocean. Like X is kind of wading out into the ocean, you know, and then like going underwater. Yeah. And now like after he's been underwater for a while, he's reached like Launch Octopus's little facility that he has. Really nice detail. I like that. I like how the you know what I mean. You can see. Ouch.
Oh yeah, and I even like those little like I think they're like those little shiny tiles.
Oh no! I gotta do this guy again.
The submarine boss.
No, oh, this guy's tough. Just use his weakness though. I know what he's weak to. Ooh, that guy's hard. But yeah, I like that. There was gonna be a third submarine originally, but it got cut out. Like you had a yellow one, a red one, and I think they were gonna put a blue or a green one in, but it I don't know, it got cut out. But this level has 5 mini bosses rather. The 2 submarines, the boat on top there, the Japanese water dragon, and then a second Japanese water dragon. That's 5 mini bosses in one. I love that. I love this. They really gave this guy a lot of mini bosses.
Yeah, because I think it makes sense, because like you're going to Launch Octopus's base, so like a lot, like you gotta picture this, right? You go into the sea, right, and then or the ocean, and you got all these animals trying to attack you, like trying to protect your like octopus master. So you're sitting here trying to like get through these like mid bosses that clearly don't want you to like go to Launch Octopus, but you just gotta keep pressing forward.
Well, they must have done some destruction here because we can see the little broken capsules in the back too. Like there's little, see how these things. I'm guessing Launch Octopus did this himself. Like he attacked some base, like, and took this over because why would he destroy his own things? Like he wouldn't destroy it, or what? other people wouldn't have destroyed, other robots or wouldn't have destroyed these things. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking like I like pause. Well, I know in Mega Man Extreme, like, I think it's Mega Man Extreme 2. Like, they actually did a lot more than Lunch Octopus Stage. Instead of doing like a exact one-to-one recreation. I think they actually had like another like route or something to get to Lunch Octopus.
Yeah.
Great game.
Great level. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, overall, like, I say my favorite part of this level is probably the middle portion, because the first part is kind of, like, uninteresting, which makes sense, you're kind of, like, getting to the ocean, but then the last part of the stage is kind of just, like, a bit boss, so, like, really most of Lunch Octopus stage is the middle portion.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the meat of the stage. But I really like how, like, there's not really a whole lot of platforming challenges in this game or the next game. Like, it's more so, like, it's like each level is more like lore driven, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like more about the bosses in the X games than the levels. You know what I mean? Mega Man 9 was all about levels. Those classic games have a lot of level. This is not really much level challenge. I don't think any level in this game is particularly hard. I mean, they're all kind of easy.
Yeah, because honestly, I have to say, like, I feel like the most level driven like X game has to be Mega Man X5. Cause like at least with Mega Man X5, like there actually were gimmicks in like the levels, and you actually did have to like do some little platforming. But like all the other ones kind of like made the like levels all about the boss rather than the actual levels themselves or the stages themselves.
Boomer Kuwanger looks like the devil, doesn't he?
I never figured out exactly what Boomer Kuwanger was. Like, a lot of people speculate that he's supposed to be like a cockroach or something like that.
Yeah, he's a beetle, I guess. I don't know. Even though he kind of doesn't really look like one. I mean, maybe. He stands straight up. He doesn't like walk on all fours. They're like, again, they personify the Mavericks in this game as like humans, you know. Even though they're just. It's like they took a robot master from the classic game, and put an animal head on him. You know, like if Gemini Man, if they put like a duck head on Gemini Man's body, like they call him Duck or Mallard, Mad Mallard or some shit like that, you know? Hello? Are you there, Fire? You there, Fire?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, I'm here.
I can't hear you very well. It's cutting out. I can't hear you. Houston, we have a problem.
The little back. Hang on. Okay, Mom, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Okay. Yeah, some reason, like, sometimes my hotspot kind of goes in and out. Like, usually this doesn't really happen a whole lot, but sometimes, like, it'll say that, like, I'm not properly connected to the internet, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, no, he's a stag beetle. Okay, I see
Dung
what he
beetle.
is now.
I hate this heart tank right here. I hate getting it. You need Boomer Kuwanger's weapon to get this, and then so you have to beat his stage before you can get it. Like, is there any other way to get this thing besides Boomer Kuwanger? Like, besides beating him? I don't know if there is.
Yeah, there is, but it's very precise. Oh, actually, you can use Chill Penguin's weapon. Do you have the arm buster?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you could have used that to like slide off the edge there and like get up the top there. But
yeah,
otherwise you have to do this like this very tedious like pixel puffer like wall jump to get to it.
Huh. Yeah, I don't like that heart tank. I always thought that was a very annoying position to get in. I don't like that you'd have to beat him. So I guess you could use Chill Penguin's weapon. I just don't have it. You need a lot. It's like an X3 thing. You need his weapon, then the arm cannon, and then a bunch of other things.
Yeah, that's one of the things I would do whenever I'm making like an X-Man game. It's sort of like or really I'll probably just outright just like get rid of like the. Okay, I'm not sure what. where armor parts come in here. Anyways, what can I say? Yeah, in the X, if I was making an X fan game, I probably would make it where like you have like multiple ways to get to like a heart tank. Kind of like the way how Mega Man X8 Remake did it, where like you can either use precise skills, or you can like use like a certain type of weapon, or like do some or beat a certain type of Maverick first, and then you can immediately get the heart tank. So also we're like making it where there's like multiple ways for you to get a heart or sub tank without just specifically just being one way. But I don't like personally like I don't see there being a reason to like have to require like skills to get to a heart tank. Like I'm gonna try it to be hidden than actually like require the player to have to beat a certain boss or something like that in order to like get it.
Yeah.
That's at least my opinion.
Oh yeah, cutscene.
Oh, that was it? At least for all the Mavericks?
Yeah, I did a bunch of them before you joined, so...
Oh, I see. That was
His
quick.
war against the humans. You never actually see humans in this game, Zero. There's no humans, you know? I don't know. Again, like, what are they doing? Are they sitting on their asses, like, just, like, drinking, like, getting drunk or something? Why aren't they out there, like, helping, fighting and doing things? In real life, that never happened. And, like, why don't they make, like, more Sigmas to fight this Sigma who's bad? Like, if he's so powerful, why don't they just duplicate him, you know?
Oh, man. Yeah, they were duplicating more. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I thought you were talking about more the villain side, but you're talking about like the X hunters, or the X people.
Yeah, I mean, if Dr. Kane built Sigma to be like the super powerful robot, why don't they build another Sigma to like, or like copy him and make more Sigmas? Like it's just it's a little bit of an illogical thing in this. You know, you have Maverick hunters who are essentially robot police officers or something. I don't know, or soldiers or whatever.
You have to like go based off like X and Zero like data. So like imagine they fight Sigma, right? Then they come back home to Dr. Kane and be like, okay, so guys, so hey, Dr. Kane, here's like the specs of Sigma. Here's what he does. Here's the way how he attacks you. Here's how he like analyzes the situation. So Dr. Kane will like take that and make multiple Sigmas.
Well, wouldn't Dr. Kane already have that information? Like, doesn't he already know what Sigma does, and like he built him? Like, just make another one or something. I mean, it doesn't.
Oh, I didn't know he built Sigma.
I think he did, yeah. But just like make another Sigma, or just keep replicating him, and it's weird, you know.
It's kind of sad that Sigma became evil because like I know in like a lot of games, like he's actually like portrayed to be like a maniac or some sort of like psychopath killer, but like. It's all because he was possessed by the other Wily's virus, and like he can't really do anything about it. So deep down, he's still a good guy, but like he's sitting there being a bad guy because he like saved Zero. Like I think that's kind of sad.
This upgrade is so hard to get. I can. Oh no, I can't. I always skip this, man. It's just real. The jump is like obscene. Thankfully, Zero gives you the Buster upgrade later on, so I don't have to waste time trying to get it. But
oh, I didn't know that.
You can get. Oh, that Zero gives it to you?
Yeah, I didn't know that Zero gives you the Buster upgrade.
Yeah, he gives you his arm cannon, and like you know, because I mean, it's possible to get up there. I've done it, but it's so hard to jump.
Yeah.
Like it's. Yeah, just,
I've done it. Yeah, I don't think it's possible now. Yeah, you're basically screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like I'm able to do it each time I do like a playthrough of Mega Man X. Like I'm always able to get the upgrade, but that's because like I used to always like play this game when I was a kid. So like, yeah.
You only get one like shot at it, and even then, you can just barely do it. Where's my upward dash when I need it, man? From X3. The one thing X3 added that was somewhat cool was an upward dash.
Ooh, I really like this factory background.
Yeah, let's look at it.
I really like how playing Mega Man stage is more like dark and atmospheric.
Yeah, it is. I love this is probably my favorite level. I love the generators in the back and the big tubs and round, like, you know, machines and really, and these miner guys. I like this big room right here. It's like that Layla base level I made, you know. Remember that Layla base level I made where you were on like platforms and little.
Yeah, I remember that one, man.
It's not too. I like this level because it's not too busy, you know what I mean? There's a lot, the backgrounds are nice, they're not too congested or cluttered with shit, you know, but they still look rather good. Like, they're still pretty pretty clean looking, you know. All right, I'm gonna go on and get more
Yeah,
items.
I have to think that if I was to do like how I'm gonna say it, if I was to demake a Mega Man X level into Mega Maker, I have to figure out how I'll do it, or at least how I'll structure it, because see, like Mega Man will take forever getting through these levels. Like you have to like give him the wheel cutter, and I think you have to play as base, because like playing as Mega Man, this would be incredibly slow, so you have to play as base to simulate his like dash and his like dash jump. But like if I was to do like a demake, so I sort of like classify these levels, like that'd be pretty cool.
Booyah. I'm not gonna get the Hadouken in this game because it's a real pain in the ass to get. Like, you have to go to. I can never understand how you get it. I think you go back to Armored Armadillo's level like 3 times or something, and like, and then
Apparently you're supposed to like
4?
die.
You have to like go.
I think you're supposed to like die. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. You're supposed to visit it. Anybody in the comments know how that works? The Hadouken in his level. Like, do you have to go like a certain number of times or something? You have to have like full sub tanks. I don't know. There's all these voodoo weird theories about it. I have to look on the main page, but I've never understood it.
Yeah, apparently you're supposed to go back there like at least like 4 times or something. That's one reason like I like don't ever like fully 100% Mega Man X, because like after I get all the sub things and like film all the way up and get the hard things, like I'm done. Because like a lot of my time can be spent trying to like beat Sigma and like have all my sub things. Yeah, I think Sigma is probably the hardest, like I don't know, Sigma, like that little final Sigma boss, he's probably the second hardest like Sigma boss out of the first 3 games.
X1 has the hardest. Well, I don't know. I guess I'd say X3 is by far the hardest final boss. Plus there's that stupid fire bullshit thing you have to do at the end, like the escape thing. But he's definitely the hardest. I guess X1's a little harder than X2 if you don't have to fight Zero. If you fight Zero, then it's pretty tough. But if you don't have to fight Zero, yeah, X2 is the easiest.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. Yeah, with X3, like X3 is straight unfair. Like, yes, because like the first Sigma form in X3, like I'm not sure how you can manage to get through that without taking damage. But like I could never figure out how to fight him. Like it was so hard. And then you'll beat him, and then you gotta fight that giant mech suit, and like you're sitting here like sweating your hands, trying your best to like not get a game over, so you have to like well, not get a game over, but you're trying your best not to die, so you don't have to like redo both fights again. But then after that, you get welcomed by that lava chase scene, man. That's like that was some BS.
I think that's everything. Let's go take on Sagat. I mean Sigma. Looks like Sagat, doesn't he, from Street Fighter 2? Bald.
Yeah.
Let's split up.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll go in first, and you can slip while I keep the main defense force busy. Just us two? Just us two are gonna go take on all these guys by ourselves. We're not gonna call in Green Biker Dude and all those other guys to come help us, man.
Gibbs there's like, oh, don't worry, X, we can take care of this.
That's right, man. Got all the biggest arsenal in the world and all the stuff, you know? 4 sub-tanks. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I would say Sigma 1 is probably my least favorite stage out of like the other like Sigma stages in this game, because like I'm not gonna say it's boring, but I really hate that part where you have to like climb up those platforms, because I always have like anxiety I'm gonna get knocked straight into the pit, and then like I just hate it. Like the enemies in this level are probably by far like the worst, or like this level probably has the most enemies out of like the other like stages.
I like it. I mean, I don't. It's a little long for me. That's one thing I don't like about this level, is it feels like it drags on quite a long time, and it does. We've got Boba Fett here.
It does, and it's just like this tedious. Like you're supposed to apparently use Deacon weapon to bypass most of the enemies, or at least have a little more easier time getting through them.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's a little bit. It's not my favorite. Ooh, yeah, I like the quiet scene here. It's not my favorite level. I think the next level coming after this is better than this one, but
yeah,
I can see where they were going with this. They wanted to make it story driven, which is cool.
Yeah, I agree with that, man. And I'll say like Sigma 3, like that one, like I mean, I'll say it's probably my second best Sigma level in this game, but like Yeah, Sigma 2 is like tops every like Sigma level in this game.
I can't tell what pose Zero has right there. Is he like kneeling? I guess he's kneeling with one hand on there. Or... Whoever did the sprite work for that pose did not do a very good job for Zero in the capsule right there. He looks kind of weird. Can't tell if he's on his knees or on one. I think he's on one knee and one knee's up and the other one's down.
Yeah,
but yeah,
so I was looking at comments.
This game is this game's pretty dramatic. I won't lie. It's like a dramatic opera of some sort. It's definitely very classical, you know.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny how like Zero is like sitting there like trapped in the capsule and he's like putting his faith into X, and then like when X is like getting ready to lose, like Zero's like, you know what? I tricked this whole time, Vile. I was figuring out a plan to actually like defeat you, and like he just sacrificed himself.
Yeah, it's a deep part of the game. I mean, this game it's pretty deep.
Wait, have you ever played Maverick Hunter X, the PSP remake?
I haven't actually played that. I should check that out sometime.
Yeah,
I don't know how he did this too. How he just like threw that off. Like, Vile's a pretty stupid character if he doesn't just go kill him when he's like standing there. Instead, he was mouthing off. I don't know.
No, Vile's just cocky. He's like a very, very cocky character.
Boba Fett.
I like how Vile's kind of like the base of this game, but natural form villain though. That anti-villain.
I like this music. This is dark. It's a lot. Again, this game is a lot darker than the second one. I said the second one's more cartoony. This one's a lot more like dramatic. You know.
Yeah, it's very dramatic. Like especially with the Zero sacrifice scene.
Zero, no, buddy.
Poor
you are
Zero.
more powerful than you were before. But Sigma is much more than he appears to be.
Yeah, in Maverick Hunter X, they actually have actual cutscenes between like. So like, I think they actually made a cutscene for Zero's sacrifice. I can't remember.
Take my arm cannon and your attack power should increase. Good luck, X. Yeah, if you don't get the arm cannon capsule, he gives it to you, which thank God he does, because a lot of people probably wouldn't be able to get it, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although, technically, if he was able to blow off Vile's arm in the beginning, how did he not beat him when he was in his armor this time? It doesn't matter, because now we have it, and, yeah, I like how these upgraded weapons are so good. Invincibility, complete and like total invulnerability. That's like Mega Man 01 had an entire Cyber Elf dedicated to this. If you could get all the elves and never use them, you get to use Sting Chameleon's invincibility weapon. Like this is like legendary in terms of awesomeness.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think this is like the only like X game that actually did something like that. I'm trying to like look at other games that actually had like some sort of invincibility.
And I can really see why people, fans like this game. I can tell why they like it a lot.
Yeah, cause like, yeah, this game is very more like action driven. Like at least more action story driven. I think that's why a lot of people like this game. Feels like it's like nostalgia in the first like X game on the Super Nintendo. But like X2 is like the second best one because like. I think it's because of the music, the like gameplay, and the level design, and like even though it's not as like dramatic as the first game, like you still kind of feel like X's emotions as he's going through the game because like his best friend died in action, and now he has to repair like Zero, and he's basically like X2 is more X driven, like it's more so like what happens when your best friend dies, your best friend in action like dies, and then you have like to like sort of like carry the burden of the master on your back.
Yeah.
And like everything's up to you. And like X3 the sort of like takes that and like it's more like I look at X3 as sort of being like X's redemption, where like he's like worked so hard and like now like basically like he's basically like earned like the black belt from Zero, and like Zero just now is like his like buddy instead of his mentor.
Yeah, they're more like equals and stuff. I really like how X1 has bosses like this. I wish the other X games would do this. Like, instead of fighting Sergi's, Viles, and Agilent, or Bit and Bite, you're fighting, like, regular Mega Man bosses. Like, tough, you know, like, big guys, like the Guts Dozer from Mega Man 2, or, like, the Dr. Cossack's, like, Moth boss. You know, I like how they do. I like these big guys. I don't like fighting Colonel,
Same
and
here.
it's more of a. Those are kind of cop-out fights. You know, these guys are kind of more like exciting. You know, and this is the only X game that does this. Later on, they just kind of use like characters from the story to fight, whereas this game, it's the only one. You know.
Yeah, that's one thing I really like. But that's the first thing I noticed about X1. Like, I remember the first thing I remember about Mega X1 was not the Mavericks, but Sigma 2's boss and Sigma 3's boss. Like,
also
those,
like
giant bosses.
I also like that they use a Vile's theme for these bosses, like to make them sound more scary than like regular Robot Masters. You know, it's like these guys are like, whoa. You know, it's and X is carrying on through all this stuff. You know, yeah, the game has... It's the atmosphere that makes this game so memorable. The atmosphere. You know, the whole way that it's presented in the atmosphere.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, that's one thing I really noticed about the difference between, like, the Mavericks and the Sigma bosses, is that Sigma bosses are more, like... They're meant to be more menacing because of the, Vile's theme. It's kind of like Final Fantasy IV. You know, like Final Fantasy IV against that guy. I forget his name. But, like the evil guy or something.
Yeah, I love this. I love this music. By the way, this is like one of the best. My favorite tracks. I like the platforming here. This level. This level's excellent. Perfect. Very good Sigma stage. Well, kind of. It's a bit a little bit linear, but I don't know. I like it. It's easy. It's a lot easier. This one.
Yeah.
It's a lot shorter.
It's kind of like a combination. Okay, let's go turn it down. But yeah, it's kind of like a combination of like Boomer Kranger stage and I'm gonna say like Chill Penguin, or no, Boomer Kranger and Spark Mandrill stage as far as like the flow of it.
Yeah, I like the mountains in the background, how they're like nighttime. It's dark in the beginning, and then they turn like it gets lighter on the day. I think that's I like how they do that.
Yeah, it makes you think like if X is taking a long time to get through the stage.
Yeah, or it's like time's going by as he's going through it. Chill Penguin, how he's so little, like he's like your size. I like how they did that. I like small robots like that. Not enough small guys.
Yeah, I always looked at Mega Man X as being like the game that you want to like play after you like while you're having like a lunch meal or something. Like it is a very like Sorry, I'm like putting a lot on the charger. But yeah, it's like definitely the game you want to play in like the middle of the day. It's like perfect.
Yeah, even the music has a more of a soulful feel to it. It does, you know. It's just a little more soulful.
Yeah.
Wow, those guys have a lot of life. I kind of like you can look at them. They're like out of their vehicle, you know. That's cool.
Oh yeah, like when you knock out a vehicle, they kind of just like.
It's like, hey man, what's up? Should I jump? Should I jump in this vehicle or should I not? It's like, should I jump in or should I not? Let's see what else do we have for weapons. Yeah, you get the shield. I like the shield. That's awesome. It's like there's like 16 weapons in the game rather than 8. You know what I mean? Because you can charge up weapons. That's why the hell didn't they not put that in like Mega Man 7 and 8? You know, there's no.
Yeah, man.
Really, look at all the work you did with this game. They could have easily like added more things, and instead they just kept making. They wanted the X games to be more superior to the classic games. It's like you can have vanilla ice cream, or you can have vanilla ice cream with chocolate chips and syrup and all sorts of awesome stuff. I guess some people just like things plain sometimes. I mean, I love the classic games; they're still my favorite, but I don't know why they just didn't want to incorporate the stuff in there. You know.
I know, right? I think it's like they wanted class games to feel more like I can say child friendly, but like I feel like they want the X series to feel a lot more cooler than like the classic series. But I feel like the whole exclusive thing was kind of stupid if you ask me. Like they could just like did like Sonic, where like they they're like games dedicated towards like Right Armors, and then games dedicated towards like crap, I ran out of ideas.
I don't know, Fire, like, and I don't know all you guys watching, but I have a theory the reason the Mega Man games never became super mainstream was because they did too many separate series. I love all these games, they're great, but I somehow think they should have just incorporated it into one Mega Man, one Rockman game, and had all the elements in instead of kind of dividing the series up the way they did. I mean, imagine if you had a game with all the X elements and a classic version of it. That'd be the ultimate game, you know, like a rock and a roll and blues and all these ride armors and a Sigma villain instead of Dr. Wily. I mean, that would just be amazing. They never really did that, you know. They kind of kept and more levels and things.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I don't know why. I don't know why that was so hard for them.
Yeah, because I was like thinking, like, when I first got Mega Man 03, because that was my first ever Mega Man game that I owned, like, I never knew that it was related to Mega Man until, like, years later.
Well, it has Mega Man in the title.
Yeah, but it, like, well, hold on a second. I didn't know about Mega Man before Mega Man 0. That's my first introduction to Mega Man.
Boss always kind of creeped me out as a kid. Kind of creepy, this face.
This boss?
Yeah, it's a little creepy and weird. I don't know, these eyeballs and like this mouth.
Yeah, plus his face is giant, so you find this like big giant thing in a room and like you gotta like fight him a fight. See, like on a laptop you don't think much about it, but imagine seeing this boss on a giant TV screen.
Like a movie theater. It'd be funny. I've always wanted to play. Saw some guy playing Mario Kart, like a Mario Kart 64 in a movie theater. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, this boss is
it's
good.
It's crazy how much the screen resolution of a game can really like, change the experience.
It's a third level. Oh yeah, this level.
I used to be scared of this boss as a kid.
This music's kind of creepy, isn't it? This.
Yeah, it's creepy, but like I was like, like to me like the room just looks so giant. Like imagine your bedroom like fades out, you gotta fight this big giant like wall thing, and the floor turns spikes below you. It's like, I don't know what to say, but imagine these eyes coming around your room, right? You gotta fight it, and all of a sudden the walls start closing in on you. You gotta like, then the floor turns to spikes, and you gotta like stay above your floor. Like, I thought that's how I thought about that boss fight.
Yeah, if you don't have his weakness, man, this guy is a pain in the really hard, annoying. I can see why people don't want to.
Yeah, all Mario is a pain. I managed to be in Buster only, but it is a big pain.
Well, yeah, just remember Sigma in X2. He had these exact moves. I think that was kind of clever how they did that in the second game. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot else to say about this game. It's just, I mean, I can see why people love it. It's like a fairy tale, a classic. The fairy tale version of any Mega. If there was any fairy tale version, it would be this one.
Yeah, this would be more like kind of like a what if. What if like there was a future where Mega Man did not exist, and like you have this, or what if Dr. Light created a new robot? Like it's kind of crazy to know about, right? So imagine this, right? Like in the middle, like throughout all the events in the classic series, right? You see Mega Man taking on these villains, right? And then like you just think that Dr. Light would be like, okay, Mega Man is my final creation. This is it. Like Mega Man is like my ultimate creation. Then next thing you know, like he created X behind the scenes. Like you're sitting here wondering, like, why would he do that? Did Mega Man have an expiration date? Did he die at some point?
Wish the charge shot would do more damage to these guys, like the weapon, but whatever. Yeah,
I like X2's charge shot. At least the Buster upgrade one.
I mean the charged up weapons that they have in the game. Like you can charge up all the weapons. Like what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean this game definitely has of all the X games, this is by far it has the best weapons. Like I don't get it, you know.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Became a fashion show for like armors, like him showing off his armors and looking at and you know just this, even the fight against Zero, like in X5, the only weapon that hurts him is the arm cannon. Like I don't know, it seems kind of stupid. You know, the regular weapon again, they just take a backseat. Nobody ever uses the weapons in X6 and X7 to fight bosses, or X5. Nobody ever uses them. They might as well not even exist. Again, part of that is because Zero takes complete center stage for like. You know, like total center stage for gameplay. So
yeah.
Nobody cares, you know.
And I think especially in X6, consider all the glitches that Zero can perform. Zero is probably everybody's favorite character in X6. Because you can do some really stupid glitches with them.
Let this guy fall on some ice. There you go, man.
I was watching Big on Spark Mandrill.
I like the way Spark Mandrill dies. He's like, puts his head to the side.
Oh yeah, the boss poses.
I like how he's like, oh, don't hurt me. That's hilarious.
That's my favorite thing about the X series that I like. Well, this is my favorite thing about the X series that the classic Mega Man series did, Mega Man 7. Where like when you see the way how they react when they like when you get that final blow on them, they just kind of like make a little reaction.
Yeah. And again, I don't. Why I prefer. I think Mega Man 7 and 8 are superior to 9, 10, and 11, and I'm just gonna say it because again, when you hit like Commando Man with his weakness, I think it's what the little wheel thing. He doesn't have a freak out pose. The NES games don't show freak out poses when you hit bosses with their weaknesses. Like I think that's a bit of a jib, you know. And I know they're keeping it classic, but it's fun. It's fun to see bosses like get hurt. You know what I mean? When you use their weaknesses, you can even chop off this guy's arms and legs. Like you can chop off if you use the boomerang. I guess now he doesn't have any arms. Launch Octopus. I think it's a cute little detail. You know, I love that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny because like that's one thing I like about Mega Man 7 that they did was like I look at like Cloudman whenever you like hit him, like whenever you kill him, and like just like his eyes, the way how he like looks up, like it's very cartoonish. Like I like the cartoonish like
this
ways
guy's
that
weapon
you
sucks
kill
against him.
What masters?
Launch Octopus weapons. His weakness sucks.
Yeah, I agree. Well, what sucks about using Omar Armadillo's weapon is that like sometimes the fishes can like hit it and then like it negates the weapon, which kind of stinks.
Yeah, yeah, I don't really have a. I just like how there's 16 weapons, man. 16 weapons in this game to get. You can use. They're all different, you know.
Yeah. I was gonna say I really like the tank boss in this stage because even though it's nowhere near the scale of like the last stage, like it's kind of more in line of like the spider boss. Like, but imagine you're in this like small room, right? And you gotta fight this giant tank, and you're like kitchen. I think that's pretty cool.
You can also chop off his nose. That's kind of funny.
Oh
Flame
yeah.
Mammoth's nose. I didn't. Is it weak to
I always
the
thought
tornado?
Flame Man was a girl when I was a kid. Because of the voice. Clip.
I do not get that impression at all. He definitely looks like a guy.
Well, I mean, I guess because I gotta get based on my mother, because like, I'm not, you know, like, I'm not trying to say it, but like, my mom is kind of like big, and so like, I guess like I got it because of my mom and Mario Bros 3, and how like got big ears, and like, I kind of like, I used to associate that with female characters, and like, my mom was pretty big, so I thought Flame Mammoth was kind of like this big, like tough woman.
Kind of looks like if Rouge the Bat had an older brother, you know?
Yeah.
Her big brother. His big ears. Yeah, I like how menacing this guy looks. Like, he looks kind of scary, this tank guy. I mean, the bosses in X2 have a more of a menacing look to them. They look scarier than X2's one. X1's Sigma bosses look kind of threatening. I like it, you know?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
game is
like
much...
that boss really impressed me as a kid.
This game has a much more serious vibe than, like I said, than the second game. I'm gonna stop saying it because I've said it like 3 times, but it does. It really does.
It's like I said, like imagine like you go to your bedroom, right, and then all of a sudden like you see this tank, like this giant tank in your bedroom. You got.
I mean, it looks like a monster. You know what I mean? Like some kind of. I haven't felt that way since Yellow Devil from Mega Man 1. Like it's got this monster theme to it. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what other game I can think about that like had like big monster bosses. I think it was Sonic. I think Sonic also had bosses too.
Oy. Yeah, I don't have anything else really to say, but this game, yeah. Do you think what other fan games, man? Do you think I should play? Should I play X3, or do you think they would just be too time consuming to go through, or do you think it'd be cool to just review it again? I don't know. Nobody's really watching my stream, so.
I say the top of the trail, dude. I say might as well.
Finish them all off, yeah.
I might stream some Mega Man fan games, but I definitely want to get internet back. But like, I already streamed like the next series. I might like stream like I might just go and finish Mega Man Rock and Roll. I say yeah, I'm just gonna go and finish that game.
This music reminds me of some. I saw scary movies as a kid, and it's supposed to be scary, but it reminds me of some movie I saw. I don't remember. You should
like
play
a
Mega Man
70s?
Maverick once that comes out. No.
Oh,
E-Tanks do it. I got
Never
the
Maverick.
whole
Hold
thing
on, let me
up.
look that up real quick. I know you got that, and you got Mega Man X Reminiscence or something like that. I can't pronounce that word. Oh, you mean Maverick Wars, Chris? I think it means Maverick Wars.
What that is?
It's a Mega Man X fan game. It's pretty cool.
Have you ever played Mega Man X Command Missions? I've never played that. It's not even like a really like a. It's not like a platformer. It's like more of an RPG, but it's got some like story elements and stuff in it.
Yeah, I never played it. But I remember watching it, at least certain parts of it. No, okay, I'm so.
Thing is, by the time like X8 came out and all these other games, nobody was really like. People got kind of tired of it, you know what I mean? They wanted to do other things and they weren't popular, but I'm just gonna go to the boss. But yeah, that I never touched a lot of those late X games. Like, I think there's another one, Command Mission and something else, maybe I can't remember. But they're just not very like well known, and I don't see Capcom ever going and releasing that, like, ever releasing those games.
Try to look at this fan game that Chris was telling me about.
Sigma. Ooh, look at that, man. I love that cape that he's got right there.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, Chris. I got it. I know. It's a classic Mega Man fan game. It looks fairly cool though. Like, I can tell the creator definitely is putting some work into it.
I find it ironic how Sigma has a dog, but Rush from like the classic games. Like, what if Sigma's dog was Rush turned bad? Something amusing about that. Like, we're fighting our old dog friend or something, you know? Like, you don't have a dog, but Sigma does, and X is just like, Sigma, dogs are outdated today. I got rid of mine a long time ago. I had a red puppy when I was younger, and and I don't ride him anymore. And Sigma's like, oh come on, X, you gotta ride Rush. I got my Velgarder or whatever this guy's name is, Jet. Sigma on a jet. That'd be kind of funny. Rush.
Sigma on a Rush Jet or
his
this
purple dog
jet.
just it's like funny to see. Excellent job. Excellent.
I think this is where they got trouble from for base.
Whoa.
Base is a little like Rush equivalent. I think the guy from this
Jesus, he doesn't force around. He just dashes at you right out.
Yeah, I hate fighting that dog. I hate fighting that dog boss. Yeah, as a kid, I would never be able to beat this game. Like, I'll be able to beat X2, but X1 definitely not. It'll be too hard.
I'd say Sigma's about the same. This first form is about the same as X1 and X2. Maybe he's even a little easier here if you know the pattern, because he was super erratic in X2 with those claws. But this second phase of him, when he goes into that machine up there, that's definitely harder than that wireframe head.
Yeah.
And it's all because you can't shoot your arm cannon upward. They just didn't want to go with directional aiming. The team has a thing against that, like having you aim your arm cannon upward. I don't know why he can. He's a futuristic Reploid that doesn't know how to shoot his gun upward. How that works, man, is beyond me. But so we just have to take it in the asshole here while we're on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with Chris here. Like, he said the final form of Sigma in this game, even to this day, is so unfairly difficult.
Jeez, look at how much damage he took off me.
Yeah, because the same form in Mega Man Extreme, like the same Sigma boss in Mega Man Extreme is like 10 times easier than this one.
Well, even with the armor, you take a ton of damage when you get hit. Imagine if you didn't have the armor, how badly you get hurt. You'd be dead in one hit, probably.
Oh, look at any percent speed run.
Yeah, he does too much damage. I think they should have cut back the damage. It's a little too high, and it's so like. But I like that the Chameleon Sting will make you invincible and get through this. Thank God.
Personally, this boss wouldn't be so bad if you if this was its own stage, like so after you beat Sigma 2, you have to like go through like another stage and then you fight him. Like that wouldn't be so bad. It's like you just fight a boss next.
Yeah, that's
like,
one thing I don't like about the whole franchise is that, and I've always thought that's too harsh. You have to, if you die to the boss, you have to do the whole thing again. Like, you have to do all the robots again. At least they don't make you do a boss rush before this guy. Like, I'm so glad that they do that in later games like Mega Man 9. Oh my god, wow, I'm getting killed, man. I hope I can beat him.
Or even Mega Man fan games, they fully capitalize on that sucker.
Like, Mega Man 9 sucks how you have to do all 9 guys and then 3 forms of Wily in one sitting, and there's no E-Tanks in that final level. Like, that is just... you shouldn't do that in a game, man. That's ridiculous. Like, that's just pushing the envelope.
Yeah, because even Mega Man fan games, like, do that.
Oh,
they,
wow,
like,
they did really well.
Like, you look at Mega Man Unlimited, Mega Man, yeah, Mega Man Unlimited did that, too.
It's not possible! A Reploid? Is it a wolf's head or something? I guess it's a wolf. I don't know. Why have you
Wait,
done
did
this
you beat
to
him?
us? I don't know, because you tried to kill it? Like... I guess they wanted to go for drama. Wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I don't like how they do that in games, how they make you fight all the robots. Some of the games make you fight all the robot masters and then several forms of Wily or Sigma in the same... They don't do it in the X games, except for Doppler. They don't really, like... And even he wasn't that bad. They never... I'm glad they don't do that in games. I don't know if X8 did it, but you know what I mean? Like, you have to fight all the bosses and then...
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Honestly, if you're gonna do that, at least put a checkpoint. But then that means if you get game over, you gotta do it all over again.
Another thing decision they made, and they always stuck with this, is that if you, as a kid, there's no save games in these old Mega Man games, but you have to do the whole fortress in one sitting. If you get to Sigma and you can't beat him, and it's time to go to baseball practice or whatever, you got to turn off the game, right?
Right.
Some people left it going, but... And then you turn it back on, you gotta go through all the fortress all over again. I don't agree with that. They should have allowed you to start back at Sigma's final fort level, and fight him again, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. They wanted to
that.
make the gameplay longer by doing that, but... Just... I don't know. It's a tradition they stuck with. Nobody really argued with it. It just... Because they just kind of kept sticking with it, so it was the way it always was, but, Mega Man 11, I think, is the only, ironically, to my knowledge, the only Mega Man game that doesn't make you go through the whole fortress. Like, once you get to the last level, you can save there. Interesting,
Yeah. That's why I like Mega Man 11. Like, I think Mega Man 11's kind of underrated, but yeah.
Well, it doesn't, for a reboot, it hardly anything new, but I don't know,
Yeah.
they just stuck with a lot of these traditions in these games, and, they're amazing games. I love them. I feel like a couple things would have been better if they maybe aged a little bit better, but...
Or they gave, like, extra lives and stuff.
Yeah. Glad we have them all. Glad we got Mega Man X, and... This game is awesome, man. What can I say?
Yeah. I would say, like, X1 and X2 my top most played ones, because, like, X3, like, I could just never, like, really fully complete X3. Like, I can get through all the Mavericks just fine X3, but each time I get the Doppler stages, that's done. I just don't even touch Doppler stages.
Yeah, this ending theme, I agree, is probably the best of all the Super Nintendo endings. I like it a lot. How it's like starts out as night and he's running down the road. And again, X2 and X3 copy this. Him on a cliff, they keep recycling the same thing. But yeah, this game, it did it first. Well, no, actually, this kind of copies Mega Man 3 and 1 where he's running home. They liked reusing endings, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense because, like, it's kind of suiting. Like, I mean, it really changes the music. The music, like, slaps.
Looks like a baseball stadium, doesn't it, in the background there? Like a football stadium? Kind of like a dome, like he's in a Storm Eagle.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like a football stadium.
Airport or something. Flame Mammoth. Got shows
That's
the
what I
pictures.
That's what I might do, like in like future fan games and stuff. Is like sort of like make the background more like atmospheric, to where you kind of want to beat her. So like, I mean, the only thing I'll probably do here is add in like a parallax effect, where like you see like different parts of the city move at different speeds, sort of like giving you an idea, giving perception of like distance. That's just how I would have done it.
No power levels in this game, like X2 and X3 have at the ending. This one just shows the picture. And you.
Yeah, I like X2 is probably in my opinion is like the best out of the three. Like,
Yeah.
I play X2 the most often.
Yeah, I like it
But,
the
like,
most.
I have to either play my laptop, like I can't play my Switch unless I have my headphones in, cause like if I don't listen to music full blast, then like, I mean, I'll still enjoy my X2, but I wouldn't really get the feel for it unless I'm actually listening to the music.
This ending theme sounds like something from a Christmas Carol. Or like, Christmas time, it's a holiday. Doo, 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 doo. I don't know, doesn't it?
But have you ever played the Game Boy Color games? The Game Boy Color
Extreme games? No, like I said, I still haven't played those games. I don't know. Maybe I could play them, but Game Boy games, I don't really care about rehashing guys, you know, on the Game Boy. They don't sound like they add anything really new. But,
yeah, I was gonna say like at best I'll probably recommend Extreme 2 because like they definitely like because even though you find the same Mavericks as like to our corresponding games, they do change the levels to where it's not exactly the same as the one before. But the big thing with Mega Extreme 2 are these two villains called Bracana and Gareth, which essentially like if you play as X and Zero, like they'll be your final boss. But if you play both stories and you like Extreme mode, Sigma will be your final boss.
yeah, man. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna end the stream here now that the game's over, but a lot shorter than the second and third one. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I don't think very many people are watching this stream, man. Like, you know, we streamed. I'll play X3 next time if you want to. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, man. If you want to watch, like maybe I could play through it.
Yeah, I'll probably stick through it. Yeah, I'll much going on tomorrow. It's probably gonna start preparing for my because I gotta start not teaching. Like, I start working on Monday, but it's not really like a big important day. It's just planning. So like, I mean, I'm not really too stressed out about that. So I probably won't have much going on tomorrow.
I gotta prepare for my interview on Monday, my job interview on Monday. So
You got this.
yeah, man, gonna be busy later soon. So, but nothing like a little bit of Mega Man games when we got time. Well, that's Cliffhanger with Sigma. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I always love playing Mega Man and Sonic are probably my top played games. Like at least retro side. Like I do play any games too, even though I haven't touched one in a while. But like Mega Man and Sonic, top played like retro games. Like I rarely touch a Mario game unless it's good.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a day here, and maybe I'll stream some more tomorrow, or maybe I'll stream some more another time, or whenever. But this has been Mega Man X1. Love this game. I think X2. I like X2 a little more because I grew up with it, but I can see why people would love this game because it's very nostalgic and it added a lot and it did a lot. And yeah.
Yeah, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, guys.